Che o che cosa? Which one should you use when you're asking questions in Italian? Let's find out in today's episode of Ask Manu Italiano. Ciao a tutti e benvenuti a un episodio di Ask Manu. Oggi parliamo di una cosa importante. Today we're talking about something really important. It's a great question that we got from Nicole, and it's about che or che cosa. Which one do we use in questions? Now, Nicole mentions that she's done some research and it looks like it might be a regional preference. Let's look at the whole thing so we have no mystery left and we know how to do it right. So, che cosa? Couple of options. Che as an interrogative adjective. What does that mean? When you're asking a question with basically the what in English, but the che in Italian, and what follows the che is a noun, that che is working like an adjective because where's the noun of the sentence? It's the word afterwards. So the che is kind of working as an adjective for the next word. So let's look at some examples. Che lavoro fai? Che lavoro fai? What do you do for work? Or literally, what job do you do? Che gelato vuoi? What ice cream do you want? Che colore preferisci? What color do you prefer? In these cases, when the che is an adjective, it's basically replacing another word that it's another question word in Italian that is quale, which. Quale, just like in English, which being a bit more specific. So the difference between che bevi, that's a generic what are you drinking, but then if I want to say which one of these coffees is yours, then in Italian I will use quale. But let's come back to che. Whenever we use the che as an interrogative adjective, it cannot be replaced by anything else. So we cannot say cosa lavoro fai or cosa gelato preferisci and so on. We cannot say che cosa lavoro fai, che cosa gelato vuoi e che cosa colore preferisci. They're horrible, wrong, we can't say them. So it's basically down to using che in most cases or quale if the options are a bit more limited. Now, che can also be used as an interrogative pronoun. That means that there is no noun in the sentence and the che is basically the noun of the sentence. Look at those examples. Che fai? What are you doing? Che vuoi? What do you want? Che preferisci? What do you prefer? As you can see in these examples, the che is basically the subject of the sentence. It's the thing, not the subject, but it's the noun, okay? It's the thing that we're talking about. Che fai? What is the thing that you're doing? What is the thing that you want? What is the thing that you prefer? I'm saying this way because I want to point out, I want you to remember that when the che or when the what is followed by a verb, then we're using an interrogative pronoun. In these cases, the che can be replaced with cosa or che cosa. And you can use whatever you want. So I can say che fai, I can say che cosa fai, and I can say cosa fai. This is when Nicole's research suggests the regional preference. So overall, in the north, there's a tendency to prefer cosa as the interrogative pronoun for what. Cosa fai? Cosa vuoi? Cosa preferisci? Cosa prendi? In the south, we tend to prefer che. Che fai? Che vuoi? Che preferisci? In writing, we tend to prefer che cosa, but that's two words, and when we speak, we prefer to save breath. So we don't usually use it often in speech. So again, if the che is an interrogative pronoun, then you can replace it with cosa and che cosa. And that's all there is to learn for today. In the comments below, please do the following thing. Write down a couple of sentences where you're using the che as an interrogative adjective and the che as an interrogative pronoun. And when it's a pronoun, maybe you can also include the options to use cosa instead of the che. So that's all from me. If you're learning Italian and you want to take it to the next level, do consider subscribing to this channel and you won't miss a single lesson. Questo è tutto da Italy Made Easy, un abbraccio e alla prossima!